Looks like the strap is initially sized for a dude with a giant fucking head. I, however, have a tiny head. But the first thing I actually want to hit on is the... Look at that already. The first thing I want to hit on is the fact that people are concerned about the FOV. So I'm going to be talking about mainly that and any noticeable things I see when powering these on and off, back and forth. So on the OG Orcas, let's see here. Yeah, so FOV on these is actually so big that a lot of people complain that it cuts the corners off on the edge of the screen. I have my IPD adjustment on these, obviously, so pretty much perfect. But, hold on, let me get one more view of that. Yeah. So, basically the circles, since they're going to be the same lenses, I think, here, the circles cut off the corners there. I want to see the differences in the V2s. I did notice right off the bat, before even putting the new ones on, or before even putting the old ones on first, the new ones do have a smaller FOV. They absolutely do. And I did notice it, so 1 second. Okay, the anti-fogging is fantastic. I'll give them that. The FOV is smaller. It absolutely is. Okay, here's what I'm going to add on the FOV thing real quick. The FOV is a little bit smaller. It's not a bad smaller though, like it is noticeably like a little bit smaller on the outside, except the ability to focus the lenses 100% blows it out of the water for me, because I wear glasses. I can't have these inside the goggles unless I have box goggles, or I think DJI I'm able to do that. I think, I don't know, never tried it. But yeah, for the first time ever, I have goggles that are perfectly in focus. I love this right now. Okay, so I got my quad outputting video. I got an antenna on here. I'm using the TBS Fusion. I'm going to power on the goggles just to see if I can get a visual test and a visual difference. Okay, that looked pretty good. The one thing I can tell you is, yes, it does feel smaller in the goggles. Let me do it back on the old V1s real quick. Also, the buttons on the top of the Orcas, how they have like a more tactile feel, and I can actually tell where they are in the V1s. The V2s are so flush that I'm feeling around trying to find where the buttons are. On the V1, I can just immediately tell you where the buttons are. That's a little weird. Looks like the video quality... I don't know, it's hard to tell, even going back and forth. I need to go to the other ones again. Because video quality, even though, like, yes, this is analog, I know. But even going back and forth, it almost seems like the video quality is roughly the same. Let me check that one more time. Yeah, the FOV is actually a lot smaller. It's noticeable. The screen looks a little crisper, which I think is 100% only because the screen is smaller. I will tell you though, honestly, the focusing is nice. Yeah, being able to focus the screen really is nice. I will tell you though, the screen doesn't fill your field of view anymore. In the Orcas, you feel like the screen is filling your field of view. In the V1s, in the V2s, you're kind of looking at a screen in front of you. It's no longer filling your field of view, so that might be a complete deal breaker for a lot of people. So I'm going to actually go ahead and power off my quad real quick. And I'm going to try and set up the GoPro in front of one of these lenses to try and show the actual difference. But before I do that, I want to go over a couple of the things I've actually noticed difference-wise just between the two goggles, not even just between like the screens, but everything else. So, first few things. Powering it on takes a little bit longer, and powering it off takes a little bit longer holding the button. You might be able to change that. I haven't dug through the settings just yet. but it's like you're holding it for a couple seconds longer, which is a little strange. The module bay on the side is the exact same doors as the first one, so you can take any of your module bays that you've printed or purchased or whatever, customized like I did, and you can just slap them right in, and you're good. Same with this other side, and I saw it mentioned nowhere in anything, but this is a module bay for an FPV Connect, so you can go ahead and just keep doing that. The battery loop has been changed, so the openings are on the sides as opposed to top bottom, like the previous one, and it has a rubberized grip on the inside that is 200% better. I love the new head strap. It apparently takes up to 6S batteries. I didn't try it. I'm just using my normal 2S goggle LiPo. I'm not even chancing it right now. As I mentioned, the focus on the bottom, my new favorite feature. Absolutely love it. If I had to say which ones I liked more, I mean, design-wise, I like the V2s. I think feature-wise, I think the V2s add a good few features, but I think that drop in FOV really does hit them hard, and it's really weird. And so since the V1s are going to be compatible with Orqa Digi, they've already stated that you can just, I think what they're saying is you can plug it into the HDMI port. A lot of people might decide just to stick with the V1s because it has everything they need. So I think my big consensus is I really like these, but the focus assist is really the thing saving them for me. If they didn't have that focus adjustment, I would wholeheartedly like the V1s more, actually. I like these. I like them visually. I think they're comfortable. I think the new head strap is nice. The face region feels exactly the same, and it kind of just looks like they took a couple things and upgraded the V1s into the V2s. So it doesn't look like if you want to do Orqa Digi, you should have to upgrade. If you have the V1s, hold on to them. Just hold on to them unless you really want that focus adjustment. But you're at this point, I think the only thing with these Orqas is you're trading focus adjustment for field of view. That's my synopsis here. I'm going to go ahead and figure out this GoPro and try to give you guys a little bit of footage so you can actually see what I was seeing.